Imagine if none of your favorite comedy movies ever existed. We're talking American Pie, The Hangover, Wedding Crashers, Tropic Thunder, and Anchorman, just to name a few. That's what you're looking at if none of these actors ever came to Hollywood. Whether it was Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, or Seann William Scott, these guys defined an entire generation of comedy. But who makes the cut for the greatest comedic actors of all time? And who narrowly misses? Number 5. I'm guessing none of you would have this guy on your list, but he has been the single greatest unsung hero for comedy movies. He was in Anchorman, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Waiting, Extract, and one of the most underappreciated comedy movies of all time, The Goods, Live Hard, Sell Hard.
That kids, customer hates you. That wife, customer pities you. Shit, Zuha, that's the best fat wife I've seen in 4 or 5 years. Can I have a copy of it?
And I could just keep on rattling off movies, because the guy's been in hundreds of them. No, literally. David Koechner is the prime example of the guy who no one actually knows his name, but everyone knows his face. You see him in a movie and you know it's going to be hilarious because the guy just always brings his A game. It's a shame that he's only gotten one protagonist role in The Comebacks, because it's pretty rare that he's not the funniest person in each movie he's in. The Comebacks, which I watched on a Friday night with my aunt back when I was in high school, and at the time I wasn't allowed to watch R-rated movies. And this movie's PG-13, but it's like one of those PG-13 movies that's clearly meant to be rated R, and they just went through every loophole possible to make sure that the movie was rated PG-13 so that they could get a better box office performance. And yeah, that was one of the most raunchy PG-13 movies I've ever seen in my life, and it made for one hell of an interesting movie night with my aunt. Alas, I really wanted to rank Koechner higher, but with his real lack of leading roles, it didn't really feel right to rank him higher. But this next actor is almost certainly one of your favorites, and if you follow this channel at all, you know just how much I love this actor. It was honestly brutal to rank him just number 4, but if that tells us anything, it's just how extraordinary the ability of the rest of the actors on this list are. He had one of the most insane runs of any actor of any genre in the 21st century. He got his start on American Pie and completely took over the franchise. He did a really silly stoner comedy called Dude, Where's My Car? He was in Todd Phillips' first movie in Road Trip, starred in Role Models.
Takes a village. Hillary Clinton. I'm sort of into politics.
No, I'm sort of engaged.
I sort of have a boner.
And the list goes on. We're of course talking Seann William Scott, and who doesn't love him? Steve Stifler remains one of the most quoted roles to this day, and I can't think of a single comedy he's been in which he didn't just comedically overpower the rest of the actors. Today, you can catch him on the sitcom Shifting Gears. And if you love him as much as I do, then you will surely be excited to learn that his upcoming action comedy titled Bad Man will be coming to theaters this month. But it was only a matter of time before the actor who I long considered to be the most talented actor of all time made his way onto this list. But it's not just his ability to play literally any character that makes him so special. It's that Ben Stiller has us laughing through every role he plays as well. Whether it's a more intense role like the ones he's played in Tropic Thunder and Starsky and Hutch.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on, sweetie. Do it.
Okay.
Do it. Do it.
Or the straight man in Meet the Parents and The Heartbreak Kid.
This is your girl, Eddie. I've always said you can tell a lot about a woman by her panties.
When have you ever said that?
The jackass in Dodgeball or Happy Gilmore.
Could I trouble you for a glass of warm milk? It helps put me to sleep.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
Or just the straight up idiot in Zoolander. He just does it all so perfectly. I'll forever be thankful that the most talented actor of all time loves comedy just as much as I do. And while I'm super bummed that he hasn't been doing a ton of comedy as of late, there are two major things working in his favor. Number one, he's not even 60 years old yet, and so he still has so many great years ahead of him. And number two, with the recent success and comeback of comedy movies to theaters, studios are inevitably going to be lining up to cast him in the next batch of comedy movies. And if Ben Stiller is only number 3, that really begs the question, who could possibly be number 2 and number 1? Number 2 on this list is someone that we so easily could have never been able to enjoy, but he became an overnight sensation in 2009 with the insane success of The Hangover.
Well, you've got a sweet ride there.
Don't touch it. Don't even look at it. Go on, get out. You heard me. Don't look at me either. Yeah, you better walk on.
But he almost wasn't even cast in this movie, and director Todd Phillips really had to go to war with the studio just to get his place in this movie. He had to make several concessions, including forfeiting his salary in exchange for back-end points. But you know the outcome by now. The movie was made, Zach Galifianakis starred in it, and became one of the funniest actors of all time. I'll go as far as to say that Zach's portrayal of Alan in The Hangover is hands down the funniest performance of all time. I've seriously never seen an actor take over a movie to the extent that Zach did. And I can't even imagine what The Hangover would look like if Zach had never starred in it. But it wasn't just The Hangover. He also reprised a similar role in a comedy that largely seems to be forgotten, but is almost just as funny as The Hangover. He teamed up with Todd Phillips again and co-starred alongside Robert Downey Jr., who I think is criminally underrated as a comedic actor as well, in the 2010 road trip comedy, Due Date.
Why do you even have this?
Oh, because this is my daddy. These are his ashes.
Why are your father's ashes in a coffee can?
Because he's dead, Peter.
Seriously, if you haven't seen this movie, add it to the top of your watch list. And it really was a dilemma as to who to rank number 1 on this list. Aside from number 1's Hall of Fame performance after Hall of Fame performance, I think the only things holding Zach back from being number 1 on this list is that it was only the 4 movies that he starred in, and also he just got his big break at the tail end of the golden age for comedy movies, just not giving him the opportunity to shine as bright as he could have. But before we get to number 1, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least throw out some honorable mentions, as we have had some crazy talented comedic actors through the years, and I just couldn't include everyone on this list. Paul Rudd, absolutely love him. When he's at the top of his game, very few can even compare. His collaborations with Judd Apatow are nothing short of legendary, and Role Models is an absolute classic as well. Adam Sandler, he made my childhood. Happy Gilmore, Mr. Deeds, Billy Madison, you name it. It's so great to see him still going, but I would love to see him move back from Netflix into theaters. Chris Rock, super funny, outstanding comic, but the bulk of his movie roles have either been children movies or more dramatic. He was great in I Think I Love My Wife, Death at a Funeral, and Grown Ups, and the movie he wrote and directed, Top 5, is one of my favorite dramedies of all time. Chevy Chase, well ahead of his time and a pioneer for modern comedy movies. Who doesn't love The Vacation and Caddyshack? And if you vibe with the style of comedy that these actors put on the map, I want to give you my first feature film, Rosetta Stone, which encompasses the same style of humor as these movies for free. You can get this when you sign up for my email list, and by signing up, you can also stay up to date on my crowdfunding campaign, which I will be launching very soon. One of the perks on this crowdfunding campaign is getting to check out my second feature, Hometown Summer, well in advance of its release to streaming. I would love to have you join me along for this journey, and I'll be including a link to sign up for my email list in the pinned comments. But on to number 1, the funniest actor of all time. He's the greatest improviser of all time. And he's so comedically talented that he has the power to turn an otherwise unwatchable movie into a rewatchable classic. And he'll make an otherwise decent comedy the greatest comedy movie of all time. Vince Vaughn has left his print on the comedy movie genre unlike any other actor, but he has 2 unique abilities that I don't think I've seen from any other actor. So often, it feels like actors fall victim to one or both of the following factors. Number 1, when the movie isn't rated R, their performance takes a real hit. And number 2, when they aren't working with the right director, their performance just feels completely lost. Vince has 0 issue maneuvering the MPAA rating system, though.
You're gonna get hooked on that thing. I can see it now. 16,000 bags of Cheetos later, you wake up, you're 35, you're overweight, you're crying about your life in front of the soaps.
Right across the street?
Come on, the girls beat us fair and square. Now, I, for one, am going to be a gentleman about it. Go over there and congratulate each and every one of them personally.
Hi. Because then it's awkward. It's like, well, good night. Do you do like the ass out hug? Where you hug each other like this and the ass sticks out because you're trying not to get too close? You just go right in and kiss them on the lips. Or don't kiss them at all. It's very difficult trying to read the situation. Just really wondering, are we going to get hopped up enough to make some bad decisions?
And what's your favorite Vince Vaughn comedy? Is it Dodgeball, Wedding Crashers, Old School, Swingers? Believe it or not, all of these movies were directed by completely different directors. It doesn't matter who's behind the camera, Vince is always a force to be reckoned with. And speaking of Swingers, you seriously will not believe how little Vince got paid on this movie. I break this down in addition to several other criminally low paychecks in the greatest comedy movies of all time. Here.